Hi, I'm Ross Trachtenberg with Figure It Out Baseball. I'm the recruiting coordinator at Westchester University in Pennsylvania, and I'm looking to share some insight with you about the recruiting process. This video is really going to focus on how to determine what level may be most appropriate for you when you're starting your college search. I think it's important to first, again, look at the aspects of the universities before considering baseball to make sure it's a right fit academically, socially, size-wise, and price-wise before you start to think about the baseball end of things. It's really important to recognize that you want to try and avoid labeling yourself as a Division I, Division II, Division III player, certainly junior college or NAIA as well. There's so much crossover in college baseball. There's definitely Division II teams that can compete at the Division I level, Division III programs that can compete with Division IIs and Division Is, and the junior colleges and NAIA programs can be really terrific as well. Try and find the right fit baseball-wise for you and not worry too much about what division you're looking at. When you look within a conference at a certain division, you might be able to say, oh, I can, it could be a good fit at this school in the conference, so I'm going to look for similar programs and schools within a conference. I think that's fair as well. However, just a blanket approach of I am a division whatever player, that can kind of limit your options. What you can do to get a sense of what level you can play at, I think the most important first step, which I think is not really done enough, is watch college baseball. So many times, I talk to recruits and speak at events, and players are interested in Westchester, and I say, have you ever seen us play? We don't air our games on TV or anything, or even online too often, so generally you have to come see us play. It doesn't cost anything to do that, and if the player's local, then to me I think that's a kind of a no-brainer. Take the time to see the team in action that you're interested in or think you can play at. Teams across the country air their games on TV and certainly stream them online. And again, most colleges aren't going to charge much, if anything, for you to attend. So it's really worthwhile to take that time to actually go to games, and even practices if need be, to see if you think that you would fit in on the ball field. And it's being honest with yourself. So when you're there, you can just, again, use your eyes to see how big are the players, how fast are the players. Do you kind of fit the mold of the speed of the game and the style of play? Watching pitchers, how hard do they throw? If you can get radar readings, terrific. It's easy enough usually to ask somebody that's there with the radar gun. Maybe a player is charting pitches behind home plate. But if you're a pitcher, is your velocity in that same neighborhood? And if you're a hitter, can you kind of hit that level of pitching? Looking at runners going down the baseline, are you that fast? And on the flip side, if you're an infielder, can you make a play in the amount of time that a guy's getting down the line? Standard would be, say, 4 seconds, a little bit over 4 seconds. Can you field a ground ball off the bat and get it to first base within 4 seconds? So these are some standards you can use for yourself. And again, spending time going to baseball games, watching a practice, watching online, these are going to be really important steps for you to be able to tell a coach, honestly, I've seen your team play. I think I have what it takes. I think that I meet the skill sets that are needed at your level because I've seen it. So I think kind of step one, before you start to narrow down what level, what programs might be most appropriate, I think, again, doing your homework on programs is really important. The next step is looking at statistics and saying, does my game match that of the programs? So we can get in program specific. If the team steals a ton of bases and you're not very fast, again, you may not be the fit at that time. If everybody on the roster is 6'2" and above and you're 5'7", again, you can communicate with the coach, but recognize that there may be a recruiting preference there right off the bat. That doesn't matter how good of a player you are, that's just the coach's preferences. I'm going to go through in later videos kind of how to communicate with coaches and how to kind of give them information about you to help them make an evaluation on you. But I think you doing an evaluation to begin with can help you determine what level is really most appropriate for you. I hope this video has been helpful to start to narrow down where baseball-wise you'd be able to play. And again, taking your time to do some more homework on the conferences level of play and the individual programs level of play can really aid you in your discussions going forward. Again, I'm Ross Trachtenberg with Figure It Out Baseball. I'm going to be sharing with you kind of how to put together your profile, how to put together your video to get at least an initial evaluation from a college coach.